Welcome to episode 171 of What's Up, Flobo? That's the show where we just hang around and chat about what is happening with your boy Flo Beta. I want to thank you so much for checking out this episode and all the other episodes in that Wassup Flobo canon. There's a lot of them, and I'm trying to figure out if this is still viable. My mom watches it. But last night or the day before, she cussed me out because I didn't send her the link to that week's episode because she doesn't follow me on YouTube. But you can help me out by following me on the YouTube, by subscribing, hit that button, and let me know what you think about the show. A lot of things going on, but before I do, I just want to say thanks so much to people that help support this channel and support me. Hit me on the Boisterous Crew, patreon.com/FloboBoys. You can unlock bonus content, extra interviews, show notes, and more by becoming a member of the Boisterous Crew, patreon.com/FloboBoys. And if you are not about that monthly subscriber life, I understand. You can help me out by buying a t-shirt or a hoodie over at flobito.threadless.com. That's flobito.threadless.com. That's where you want to go if you want to make sure you got that Flobito drip. Been a crazy week for me this week. We had a milestone with What's Up Flobo After Hours. I don't know if you can believe it, at 50 episodes. That's 50 episodes this week with George Hermosa, and I didn't think this was going to be that long, but every Monday night it's been actually pretty fun to get ready for a live show. And even though I'm not sure what the future holds with any of the digital properties now, with Real World coming back and all that stuff, I'll try my hardest to keep After Hours in that portfolio because it's just so much fun. I definitely appreciate it. And even though we have other shows happening, I just want to talk to you about two things today that are kind of complementary, but kind of similar, but kind of different. So I don't know if you guys are watching New Amsterdam Radio or listening to New Amsterdam Radio. There's both. There's an audio component and video component. But I actually had two shows about NFTs over the past couple of weeks. There's NFTs are taking the world by storm, and it's a hard concept to grasp around. A lot of my friends have their eyes glass over when they say it, and I am not going to be the guy to break it down for you. And I suggest if you want a real definition, check out the Decentricity episodes of New Amsterdam Radio. But it's like this: like if you're an artist and you make a painting, that's the original painting, correct? But as an artist, you can make prints of that painting. And of those prints, you can sign those prints and you can sell the signed prints. And the signed prints have more value than a regular print, but it isn't quite the original, if that makes sense. And I think that's what NFTs are in that way. Like I have this print of DC comic book characters on the wall, which means it's not the original ones, obviously, but if it were signed, it would have a little bit more of a value than not being signed. And people ask, what value is that? Well, it's art. No one really knows. Like how in the real world, a Picasso's worth millions, but a signed sketch from yours truly is worth a couple cents. That's what NFTs kind of are. So I've been experimenting with this, especially with my tweets. There's a website called Valuables, v.cent.co, where you can actually put old tweets as NFTs on the blockchain. And what that means is that you basically take a tweet you've written, you digitally sign it, and you assign it a value in a marketplace, and people can buy it, people can sell it, and it's a whole different thing. No one's bought my stuff, and I know that if you're listening right now, your eyes are probably glassed over, and they're like, what the heck? What tweets? What are you trying to get at? Well, the point I'm trying to get is that NFTs are a concept that I don't quite know all the answers to, but I'm willing to try it out. I'm willing to experiment it because that's how you keep yourself young. That's how you become an intellectual, is that pursuit of knowledge. So being able to experiment on a very, very small scale with this concept I read about in the news has been a lot of fun. Can't say that I'm super rich because of it or at all. But it's been pretty trippy to see a tweet of mine minted to a blockchain and see if anyone wants to buy it or sell it or that kind of thing. So 6 tweets of those are available at v.cent.co if you guys do partake in the whole NFT exchanges. But if you don't, I totally understand. The point is, try new concepts, be fresh, don't get stagnant, don't get old. Personality speaking, you have to age. You can't stop aging, but don't get old, you know. And on that related note, I'm a little upset. I'm a little miffed, man. With California opening up this week, a lot of my creative friends. I don't want to say non-creative. Everyone's creative in their own way. But the people that are doing creative arts have been hitting me up Hey, Flobo, you still doing the comedy thing? Is house comedy coming back? Takes me off a bit, really. I understand people mean well, so I'm not going to rag on anyone, but it's always funny to me is that those people who don't understand the whole creative process are the ones to be able to hit you up. Maybe because they associate comedy with me directly, but it's like when I was struggling as a comic before the pandemic, posting show flyers and asking people to come through because sometimes in comedy in LA, there's a thing called bringer shows where you have to bring a certain number of people to get on stage. It sucks. That's a whole other topic for no whole other episode. People could ignore me fast enough. Oh, yeah, your show's is Friday, man. I wish I could do it. But if I get off work and I can get home and change and eat something, I'll definitely make it. Oh, wait, I can't. When I have a comedy album, hey, man, can you do me a favor? Can you buy it? No, I can't afford it. Well, can you share it on your social media page? Yeah, I'll do it. And they don't. These are the same people asking me, hey, are you still doing the thing? No, again, they mean well. They want to see me win. But at the same time, it's kind of like you still think I'm doing this for fun. Like you still think that it's kind of a hobby or something to demonize me for. And I don't appreciate quite that. Hey, I saw these comedy flyers. Where's the comedy thing, bro? And it's like, okay, great. But when I was trying to struggle to put myself on tour and I was like, look, man, let me know if a comedy club is near your house that's looking for comics. Just give me some names and numbers. I'll make the rounds myself. And that could not have been done. That was too much work for you. But you're quick to say, hey, what's going on? On a personal level, I am writing. It's been a personal challenge for me to make material that is fresh for me because we've all been through the pandemic of the past year. We all have the same old jokes we wrote in April that aren't funny anymore. It's kind of the nature of the beast. My job is to make experiences a little bit that there are patterns that we don't notice as patterns into patterns, but with the nature of comedy, especially in the pandemic, where we're experiencing the same thing pretty much equally, it's been a bit challenge for me myself, but it is on the way. It is coming. And I know you mean well, but please don't ask, hell, are you doing the comedy thing? Because it just sounds like, get back to work. Oh, wait, I'm not going to help and support this work, but let me know. And if you have someone that's struggling, whether or not it is comedy or whether or not they do make a t-shirt business or they are a musician, just say, hey, how can I help? My job has come back. I've had more disposable income. How can I help? Hey, look, money's still tight for me, but I know creatives have an opportunity now for an experience. How can I help share? That's way more helpful and valuable. Because what you're doing is putting the creative person, myself in this case, against the wall to say, hey, what are you doing, bro? You're not moving fast enough. I got 9 shows, 2 college degrees, couple of awards. I'm working on it. Got a book on the way. Please find different ways to help out your fam. Be more considerate. That's what I'm saying. Yes, but comedy's coming back. I'm glad to get that off my chest because I was getting anxious having everyone from nowhere to send me texts and emails and stuff like that. How's comedy? How's weddings? It's like, relax. Are you going to book me? Do you know someone's looking for a wedding? Do you know a comedy club that needs comedians who are actually funny? Well, then. That is it for me on this episode of Wassup Flobo, man. I'm just hanging out. I know I said I was mad. I'm not really that mad. It's kind of an order of life. I want people on the other side of it to see how it feels when you're just basically bombarded with requests to see, are you still doing the thing? Are you still hustling? Are you still pushing? Because the root of it is that we are living in a society where we try to associate our self-worth with what we're hustling on and not necessarily what we're making. And it's easy for someone who's in a corporate America, a 9-to-5 job, a square job, to say, hey, look, are you still doing that thing you're doing? Totally discounting the craftsmanship it takes. Maybe. I don't mean to be mad. This is supposed to be a fun show. But if you haven't already, make sure you support the homie. Hit up flobito.com, FLOBITO.com. Or if you want to see all the shows that I'm hosting on newamsterdam.com, KNEW, Amsterdam.com. And please, if you like the material that I have, comically speaking, over there on Spotify, over there on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, tell a friend about it. Apple Music, excuse me. Tell a friend about it. Tell a comedy club about it. Share. That's how you get the word out. That's how you keep your creative friends moving forward, because sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself when you're working completely in intangibles, unless you're NFTs. All right, y'all. I'm out. See you next week.